What is up, and welcome back. Today, going to be doing Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue, aka. So we're going to be putting Goku Blue together today. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. Just going to getting set up here. We'll take a look at all the sheets we got here. Looks like we got the stickers inside here. As you can see, it's going to be for the boots and his gi. And probably these pieces go into the Kamehameha balls. But yeah, so we have here, there, feet, pieces, legs and other only pieces, and of course our instruction guide, handy dandy instruction guide. Which these things are very helpful putting them together. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump into it. All right, so as we get into this build, I'm gonna go over a few things with you guys, or if anyone's ever really actually watching. I don't know, like if anyone ever stumbles upon these particular videos, um, I am kind of new to this stuff, and I'm really kind of making these initially at this point, um, just to better myself and getting better at things and kind of documenting this particular process for myself, but just taking this hobby of building some figurines. And if you like seeing these types of things or you have any feedback, feel free to leave some comments. Um, like and subscribe to see where it goes if it's something that you feel that you're kind of into or that you kind of enjoy doing. But I'll kind of go over a few things as far as like what I'm aiming, for the channel, putting together kind of these builds as I get into the hobby of, you know, building these figurines. I'm probably going to move into building, I kind of want to do some of the maybe some Star Wars vehicles and things, and but those tend to need more like, I don't know, skill, I guess. As they involve these Dragon Ball figures by Bandai are more like a snap together kind of deal, and they're not as difficult to kind of put together. And I always go with this, try to put things into the camera, they never focus. Get into this focus battle going here, but yeah, they snap together. They're not too difficult, right, for beginners like myself. But I do want to move into the ones where I'll probably have to do more gluing and painting, right? We get a little better at painting, and in some upcoming videos, I do make a Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta out of the, just regular Goku and Vegeta figurines. Just kind of painting the hair and adding a little bit of customization, really to like the eyes. I do the Ultra Ego Vegeta, which I kind of mentioned in a previous video about the upcoming builds, which you can go back to see. Um, and in here, I have that box cutter knife still. I don't know why I ended up putting that box cutter up here and trying to use that versus my X-Acto knife. I think I do switch back in the video a little later. But also, I actually got a mic. Hopefully, you can tell the sound quality with the particular mic. I am noticing that the videos online do tend to have some better sound quality than if like I'm watching them from TV. Like, if you have YouTube on your smart TV and you pull a video up and you watch it on YouTube, which I do constantly. I'm almost always watching YouTube, and out of curiosity, I'll pull my video up to watch it, to be like, try to assess it and see what things I can maybe improve on. And the sound is just really low on the TV version from YouTube versus the online. So if anyone's watching this and they know um, how to improve that or what causes that, feel free to leave a comment. Obviously, I guess I'm also going to research it. But either way, um, as you can see with this Goku Blue build, kind of putting everything together, we got the head and the torso, and now we're moving on to the arms. And I usually at this point I kind of cut all the pieces out and then put them together. And I'm doing some cleanup work in between, right? You have little nubs on there. It's nice to kind of use the X-Acto knife, which as you can see I switched over to there. A box cutter knife about to slice a finger or something. Anyways, yeah, just cleaning up some of those pieces to make it look a little neater. I'm sure if anyone watching this is into these types of figurines or builds, I'm sure you're very aware of that particular process there. But kind of working on putting him into the particular position I'm going to have him when I set him up. I'm going for kind of like an instant transmission look with this Super Saiyan Blue when I put him on my shelf. Which again, maybe I'll try and fit some videos in as I learn this editing process. Um, Gaining a lot of respect for people that go through this editing process on the YouTube and channels and things that I do watch, and I definitely understand why people will hire editors for sure. Um, yeah, real quick.
Okay, we're back and didn't really notice that the camera stopped recording. So the camera cut out in the middle of me getting into the legs. So I did some, cleanup with the X-Acto knife as well as like filing and stuff on most of these pieces, and then started putting together the right leg. Off camera before I turned and noticed that it was no longer recording, so that bit's not there. But we'll just jump back into it and finishing this out.
So that was me chiming back in. At the time, I had noticed the camera cut off while I was doing a few things, um, so I had restarted the camera to catch back up. Yeah, and I think it actually happens here again another bit. I come in and chat a few things.
All right, that is correct. That is a correct leg. I don't know why my camera's being all weird with the focusing. The other side.
The ever-present focus battle. Picking back up here. But yeah, the future of this particular channel, I have a few games that I want to play that I'm going to be playing. Getting into, I'm not sure if I did put up like a little bit of a demo kind of thing of a particular game. That was really just me solely messing around with, new editing things and or playing a video game and trying to have that recorded and stuff. Playing around. Gonna be a lot of that learning stuff here. It's a learning pace type channel for me. Picking up this hobby. Yeah, I got these Posco pins. Did I say Posca? I say Posca. Posca? I like to say Posca. I don't. Maybe you guys can correct me on that. But either way, I picked up these paint pens. First time I've ever had paint pens, by the way, and these things are phenomenal. Like I've used kind of like some of the cheaper store bought type ones. I mean, obviously these are store bought, but like if you know what I mean, like kind of the arts crafts. These are like artist level type paint pens, and the ones I've had before are just kind of like you pick up in the little you know hobby store, and they're kind of just like for notebooks or something. I don't know, but either way, this paint went on like so good. The colors are like so vibrant. Um, got all these things, particularly. I loved using those paint pens. They come in handy on the later builds that I'll be posting here a little bit later, like with the Ultra Ego Vegeta and Super Saiyan Gods that I put together, and maybe some future areas. But there's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue. It was just showing, hey, this is the pose I'm going for. Now we'll move on to putting together the stand. Uh, as a particular position I'm going to look to put him in. He wasn't really going to be able to hold himself up. And then I was thinking of doing some different positions, and how I ended up putting him on my shelf again. Maybe I'll try and edit in a little video at the end of this as I get better at this process of just like how he looked on the shelf. But yeah, if you guys are into this kind of stuff, like feel free to leave comments. Like I was saying, if you run into the video, feel free to leave some comments. Uh, yeah, super new to this, but enjoying the process so far. Really enjoy putting these figures together. Looking forward to what I'm going to be learning and trying to do over the next however long. And right now, as far as like this channel and me trying to do things with it, it's probably going to be about my objective is to do at least one video per month, like one post per month. That's something I think I can kind of hold myself to for now as I learn. And maybe things, video angles and clips and things other than this webcam I have, right, will improve over time. But I'm really enjoying this process. If you like this, leave a like, leave a comment. Maybe join the ride.